If we were to wonder, why did Rome collapse? Almost everyone would say, the barbarians attacked, or the rulers and statesmen became corrupt, or maybe the armies were dissolved. But if we look deeper and in more detail at what really happened, it all sounds very familiar. What truly brought Rome down was the very money it created itself. Yes, you heard that right, its own currency. The Roman currency unit, the denarius, was made almost entirely of pure silver when it was first issued. The citizens trusted this silver coin. Soldiers and state officials received their salaries with it, and merchants and businessmen preferred to trade with it. In short, the denarius was not just a silver coin, it was a symbol of trust and guarantee. As time went on, the state's expenses grew. The financial cost of wars, road construction, palace projects, military spending, collecting taxes became harder, but spending kept increasing. And then came the most dangerous move, since they thought, if there isn't enough money, let's just mint more. They started to secretly reduce the silver content in the new coins. Over time, the silver in the denarius was drained away. When it was first minted, it contained about 95% pure silver, but gradually, that purity dropped below 5%. It still looked silver on the outside, but inside, it was just a bronze-colored alloy. Of course, it didn't take long for the people to notice. Trust in the denarius was shattered. And the result? A new concept emerged: inflation. Prices soared, salaries were no longer enough, and people turned to bartering again. I'll give you olives, you give me flour. The Emperor Diocletian, trying to control rising inflation, issued the edict on maximum prices. He fixed the prices of thousands of goods, and those who disobeyed, they were punished by death. But what happened in the end? When the money itself lost its value, fixing prices changed nothing. Opportunism exploded. The economy of the state collapsed. The HİSTORİA laws could not save a worthless currency. Eventually, Rome had to abandon the denarius altogether. It was replaced by a new gold-based coin, the solidus. But it was already too late. The Roman people and investors had lost trust in their currency, in their government, and in the system itself. And never forget this. In a society where trust is gone, not only money, but the entire system collapses. So what lesson should we take from this story? Throughout history, the same pattern has repeated. Germany printed excessive money in 1923. Hyperinflation followed. The African country Zimbabwe made the same mistake in the 2000s. And today, many countries still try to survive on debt and print money with no real backing. At first glance, everything seems normal. The coins look the same. The paper notes look the same. But their purchasing power quietly erodes year by year. Everyone becomes poorer silently, without realizing it. So what should we do? 1. Inflation is never a coincidence. It's the result of policy. Governments reduce the value of money to cover massive spending. 2. Real wealth isn't just the length of the numbers on a screen. Land, high-value production, scientific skill, real assets, precious metals, these survive crises. 3. No system lasts forever. The Romans too said, "Our money will never collapse." But it did silently and slowly. The fall of Rome reminds us of this timeless truth. When societies lose trust, they destroy themselves from within. The barbarians may knock on the door, but the real collapse always comes from inside.